drunk Texas cowboy punk episode of Roadies.
Another town, another place, another girl, another face, another truck, another race. I'm eating junk, feeling bad. Another night, I'm going mad. My woman's leaving, I feel sad. But I just love the life I lead. Another beer is what I need. Another gig, my ears bleed. We are the road crew.
I'm Sweet Charlie. I'm here in England on tour.
I'm Greg Lobdell from Dallas, Texas.
I'm the guitar tech, bowling for soup.
I'm the drum technician.
We're about to go bowling, drink a couple of beers.
Pints, as you call them. Join me, will you? Let's go.
Dallas-based new punk cowboys Bowling for Soup became metal stars in the UK late in 2002, although their first UK performance was back at the Reading Festival in 2000. Their breakthrough single, Girl All the Bad Guys Want, got to number 8, and they made an appearance on Top of the Pops. They're on the road non-stop in the States, and the Astoria is the penultimate gig on a 14-night UK tour. Whoa there. The Bowling for Soup crew don't seem to have much interest in soup. Bowling for Beer might have been a better name for them.
I'm thirsty.
Woo. Me and Edo actually have a wager.
Yeah, got a tenner on this one. Dinger's going down. You hear me? Going down.
Doing something dumb.
My name is Edo. I do front of house engineering, and I like PlayStation. That's my two jobs, to hog the PlayStation and complain about everything that's wrong, and tweak the knobs, as it's known. I'm a tweaker.
Let's try this one. Ho! Aye!
Guitar tech Charlie is the thinnest, blondest, and longest-serving member of the crew.
I've been doing this for I guess 3.5 years now. Met the guys, basically grew up with them. I used to be the only crew member, just me. And since then, we've added a drum tech, front of house guy that tours with us. And I didn't know exactly what the job entailed at first. Even now, I see guys who have been doing it for years and years. And I feel a little bit amateur, but at the same time, I get the job done.
Maybe Charlie can get the job done as an amateur guitar tech. But as an amateur bowler, he's crap.
So I get 2 tries, right?
Yeah. You're consistent. It's good. Whoa! Typical day off on the tour, you try and remember the night before, and when that doesn't work, you kind of give up, and that lasts about a minute, and then you go and drink more beer, and usually they remember something about the night before, because it always starts with, remember when we were drunk and then you fell, and then we usually remember what we did.
Knocking back large amounts of beer isn't helping Charlie's bowling at all.
See, I don't have the bowler's build. Look at this guy here. He has the form. He's just got the body type, the bowler body type. Me, I'm more of like a swimmer.
Chris, the guitarist, the big, fat one, is more interested in the groupies. But Greg is hot today, getting closer to winning his £10 bet.
The ginger's going down. This is for a tenner. This is serious. Son of a bitch.
Look at this. There's 5.
No, that's a 10, bud. 10. You got to learn the English currency.
It's Charlie's last chance to knock something down.
Yeah! Oh, God! That was gorgeous.
Game over, and time for one last drink.
Just a day behind.
day Saturday, the day of the London gig. So how's everyone feeling?
They're hungover. I feel great. Ready to have a good night. Charlie went to sleep at about 6. Edo was drunk all day and never recovered. But we're about to go to the Astoria, load in, get this show on the road.
The London Astoria was once a Branston pickle factory, but now it's a rock venue. And tonight it's totally sold out to 2,000 frothing Bowling for Soup fans.
Hi, I'm Edo, and we're in front of the Astoria. If you'll notice, the lovely sign here, it says Bowling for Soup plus guests, but right underneath, gay #1 party. I think that says it all.
It's 12:45, and amazingly, despite their hangovers, they've arrived too early.
See, I can't open up any of the doors at the back as well. I've got stage manager on site. You just go to sit it out. They're going to be literally, well, it's going to be about 15 minutes.
All right. We just went inside to see if we can unload, and the loaders don't get here for about 15 minutes, so we're going to block this traffic and see what happens. Sorry about that.
The loaders finally arrive, and it's time to get the gear into the venue. Anyone order a takeaway? Now the gear's unloaded, the band's British driver, Chad, can go off and attend to his magnificent mullet.
And that guy, I'm actually scared of him.
Yeah,
really
I wouldn't
scared.
want to say anything bad to him.
He's got a dong the size of a baby's arm. And the other night, there was actually girls signing it. And he's got this ring through it that's the size, bigger around than a pencil, sticking right through the old head there.
It's about like...
He wears barbed wire around it. It's scary. We always make him bust it out. Hey, Chop, get your dong out. Oh, forgot what I was doing.
Look, it's simple. Just plug it all in, and then the band play. Bowling for Soup have a very straightforward setup. No effects, no samples, very pure guitar and drums. So simple, they just hired their mates as roadies.
The way that our whole crew thing started with this group is that we hired Charlie because he was a friend of Gary's and a friend of ours, you know, for several years. He needed a job and just wanted to go out on the road and see some stuff, and he was willing to work for the same thing we were getting, which was nothing. You know, he happened upon, started out doing merch and just started learning things here and there, and then, you know, really wanted to kind of graduate into doing some stage stuff and doing guitar teching and stuff like that. So we started showing him and had always threatened to give Greg a job because basically we hired Greg because he makes us laugh.
Yeah, well, the way he's putting up that kit does look a bit of a joke.
I don't know how I got into the drum deal. I've never even played in my life, but learning more and more every day. And Gary, the drummer, he's helping me out. He's pretty lenient, you know.
After 3 years with the band, Charlie knows what they like.
Not at all.
And they like the sound of these amp heads so much, they flew them over from the States specially.
Well, heads are pretty much like guitars. It's your sound. We actually got these heads brand new and shipped them over. They were still in the box. And it's all right. They run on 110, and everything over here is 220. So over on that side, we have a transformer that we have to hook all of our stuff up to, and then to the stage power. Right now we have a wireless that seems to conflict with the two different powers, and so we get this horrible buzz. So tonight we'll probably be actually borrowing a head from one of the support acts that is 220, so we don't run into that problem.
From the looks of things, my day should be relatively harmless. It's rock and roll, you know what I mean? It's not rocket science. It's a plug-in and play band, and I don't think I have to do too much worrying from day to day, which is great because the gear's not that complicated. Ergo, shit doesn't break down, which means less headaches for me, less headaches for the crew, less headaches for the manager.
But in the real world, shit happens.
He's got a fuse that...
We've got a fuse trapped in the back of here, and it's not coming out. Little bitch.
Yeah, carry on.
Charlie was hoping to sort the mains, power, voltage stuff problem by borrowing this amp from one of the UK support bands. But that plan is now stuffed. After the break, will giving the amp a good old traditional shake save Charlie's skin?
I'm gonna get fired.